Welcome to Fishing and More, and I'm Tom. Let's talk about using the power of our electronics. It is at that point we can then determine just what we're looking at and catch some fish. Who said musky and walleye? We need to make some spinnerbaits. Join us. Take water and weather very seriously, as it could be the difference between a beautiful day catching fish and a life-threatening situation. Ask a walleye what he wants, and more often than not, it'll be a worm harness. Let's make some. Let's pour some lead and then paint them. Believe it or not, there's a lot to talk about here. Let's bob down into it. With this vlog, we are introducing ourselves and what this channel is all about. We hope you find it worth the visit and enlightening. Help guide our journey with your comments. Don't forget to subscribe. From the looks of it, we have a number of projects planned, so I think it would be a good idea if we get busy and clean up our work area. We're done. Let's sit down at the computer and work on our first YouTube video. Hello, I'm Tom. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're looking forward to having you join us for a lot of information, a lot of sharing, some good fishing trips, just a variety of things. And hopefully it's something that you're interested in. Will tell your friends or share with your friends, and come back often. Before heading out, it's suggested that we do some homework, whether fishing from shore or boat. Checking weather and water conditions may be time well spent. Start by referencing your favorite source of weather for current conditions and forecasts. I'm sure when viewing this type of website, we're all looking for the same information. What will the temperature and humidity be? What about rain and the possibility of storms? How windy will it get? That's a question that's not always addressed. Bear with us as we look for a better answer to that question. As we look at this screen, I'm noticing 4, 5, 6, and 7 mile per hour winds. That, in many situations, looks promising. Are you fishing from shore or boat? What time of day? That would narrow down the concern for wind conditions. What type of fishing are you doing? Looking at the 10-day forecast, it still doesn't answer our question. What are the forecasted wind gusts? This is the Sailflow website. In the upper right-hand corner of the screen, you have a search area to specify city, zip, postal code, and even latitude and longitude. The search will give you top-ranked weather stations within 65 miles of your quarry. Scroll down and click on the station near where you will be catching fish. The first screen will be general wind direction and speed along with temperature. When you see red dots or lines, that indicates wind gusts. Scroll down for the Sailflow free forecast, which indicates in more detail wind gusts. This is the area that I will check frequently since I only have a 16-foot, 20 horsepower fishing machine. There have been times where we have seen 8 mile an hour average wind speed with gusts getting as high as 27 miles an hour. That to me is important since I would be fishing for my boat. Boat control and docking would probably be a challenge. As we scroll from Thursday into Friday, we see some very gusty winds. 27, 32, 42, 28 miles per hour. Another area that may be of interest on the SailFlow site is wind statistics. It shows the average wind direction by month based on data collected over the years. Click on a given month and displayed will be statistics relative to that month in the area designated by your search. I'm looking outside. It's a sunny day with partial clouding. I think I'd like to go fishing. My first choice would be taking the boat out onto a local lake, but the weather forecast suggests that fishing by boat may not be a good idea. Our second choice is fishing from shore at the Beaver River in New Brighton, Pennsylvania. It flows into the Ohio River approximately 3 miles downstream. I'm looking outside. It's a sunny day with partial clouding. I think I'd like to go fishing. My first choice would be taking the boat out onto a local lake, but the weather forecast suggests that fishing by boat may not be a good idea. Our second choice is the Beaver River at New Brighton, Pennsylvania, which flows into the Ohio River approximately 3 miles downstream. Before heading out, I would probably find it very helpful to check river conditions. I'd hate to make a 20-minute trip only to return home due to the river being high. Recently, I was reminded that a river can rise extremely fast, but may take 9 or 10 days to return to normal. Here's a reflection of what we saw on the NOAA graph. Video was taken around 5 p.m. on February 27th. Notice the flooded railing for the fishing platform. Only part of it is visible. With a normal pull, which is around 5 or 6 feet, it makes for a pleasant, hopefully rewarding fishing experience. Scroll down the internet page. It will show you the location of the river gauge, and further down will be what it physically looks like. This web page will provide observations and forecast for various locations across the United States. Expand the map to find water gauges on rivers, streams, creeks, and etc. Reference the color code on the right side of the page. As you expand the map, you'll also notice that the markers are of different colors and shapes. When clicking on a marker, the graph for that waterway will appear, giving you the status for that body of water. We're going to bounce around the state of Indiana, referencing some waterways. First was the Tippecanoe River in Indiana. Notice that it went from 8 feet to 14.5 within a day's time. It moderated at 13 and is now projected to start receding. The Maumee River was at a low of 5.5 feet, then to a high of 17.75 feet on Saturday. It dropped and then went back up to 17 feet. We've gone fishing. Thank you for taking the time to watch our vlog. It's a new endeavor. With your guidance, we'll do our best to make it informative and worth the visit. Together with a sharing of ideas and information, we're hoping to become better at presenting a vlog and our sport called fishing. Once again, thank you for your visit. Hopefully the information provided will be of value and help you catch more fish. Please be respectful of water and weather.